Morning at NTV. We are live from Kampala Serena Conference Center. Now, today on the ground, we want to look at the people who are being affected heavily by the COVID-19 lockdown. Today, we're going to speak to Mbide, who is already on the ground, talking to some people who spend nights in the market just to make sure they are within the standard operating procedures and not spreading the COVID-19. Mbide.
Good morning, Andrew Chamagero. Yes, indeed. I'm on the ground here in Bugolobi, just standing in front of the Bugolobi market. And this is Bandari Rise, just off the River Spring Road that also connects to the old Port Bay Road, linking you towards Ginger Road. On a typical day, just here, there is some traffic jam at this 8 o'clock hour for the people coming from the other side of Luzira, Chitin, Tale Mutungo, and those coming from the other side of Chireka, trying to go through Mbuya and connecting towards the industrial area. Around this time, we would be finding a lot of congestion here, but because of the lockdown, many people are staying at home just because they have to adhere to the directives as have been given by the president. Here, you see that there is less congestion here, slow business is happening here. Only a few shops, just a count of 1, 2, 3, you'll be seeing those shops open here. As you enter the market, you will see that some people here, this is where they clean their hands from before they enter the market. And there is also someone who is on guard here to make sure that everyone washes his or her hands before entering the market. I have also already washed my hands because I had to be getting ready for this conversation. And when you get inside the market, the picture you get in here, you would think that maybe business is moving on normally, but just because you're just getting the first picture, because you see a few women here and some men are trying to do some business. But of course, getting here for the past 30 minutes I've been here, I've seen less traffic flow that is getting inside here. That is the foot flow of traffic. There is a lady here, she has already informed me that she's also one of the people who slept inside this market just to make sure that she goes on with her businesses. Let me also give you another look inside this market, because this here where there are foodstuffs, you see many people here. Those who are, of course, operating from this market, at least they are on their stores trying to do some businesses here, selling some foodstuffs, because the directive from the president only allowed those who are selling foodstuffs to be operating in the markets, and those who are selling some other items that are vital for survival. But when you get closer in here, you see that these stalls are all empty, just because these ones are the ones who are dealing in catering services. Those are the restaurant owners. They are not inside this market. This is just because those ones are also still staying at home. I'm going to have a conversation with one of the attendants at the butcher, who is at least trying to make sure that he stays inside this market to have at least serve you who wants to have at least a feel and a taste of that beef, because you know these ones also are trying to make sure they also serve you. There's this gentleman who is trying to make some Rolex for Omuntu Wawansi Nchimanyi. Andrew Chamagero naye is one of those who enjoy Rolex when they are on the ground. And this also other side, there is no one who is attending to these stores here. Many people are now staying at home and they're just watching NTV right now. And just here, as you approach the butcher, you see this gentleman try to make sure they organize their beddings here. There is a net. There is there's a charcoal stove. I think this gentleman was trying to prepare his breakfast or her breakfast. I'll be finding out. This is one of the stores. These people organize their beddings to stay here. And this is one of the gentlemen here on the butcher. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
What's your name?
Sozi Musi.
Sozi Musi. Just let me know when you butcher Bugolobi. You are selling. First of all, how is business so far?
Business board. Titambula bulungi.
Titambula bulungi. Watu kana titambula bulungi mnaku zino.
Ekibigaana okutambula obulungi, abantu bali waka, mirimu gyazingama, sente tebalina, ate tebamanyi kikigenda okuddirira. Abalala balowooza basobola otusibwa omwaka omulamba guno, kuba bannaffe ebweru bakyafa nnyo. Kati buli muntu sente azikwata nga za buvunaanyizibwa, bagula kitono.
Okay, Mr. Sozi, just let me know. Here you say people are not coming as you would expect them. First of all, how is a kilo of goat's meat? How do you charge it?
18.
18,000. And that of beef?
Beef 15.
15,000. Is it the normal price or you've just reduced or increased the price?
Muntu twongeddemuko.
Mwongeddemu. Lwaki mwongeddemu?
Olw'okubanga ente bwe ziba zijja loole esobola okugirako abasuubuzi abasatu ne bw'eba eddayo yeeteyagako abasuubuzi babiri. Kati omuntu ono ababa baleese rediyo abantu ono ababa baleese ennyama ente zino embeera ebakalubiriza nnyo okuddayo mu transport kati batono abajja okuleeta
So very few people come with the cattle from wherever they bring the cattle from, and those who come because they are only around only 2 or 3 people on each truck. Just let me know, where do you stay? Do you come from home or do you sleep here? Because the directive was advising you who are operating from the markets at least to stay at home, or if you must, you stay in your marketplaces. Do you stay here?
Yes.
Where do you stay?
Nze nteekawo empapula zange zino neebaka wano.
So use these boxes.
Yes. Nengalamira. Ekiti kino nga bw'okiraba nkizza wano munda kuba eno yeebeera ennyama n'ensobola okwebaka wano kuba omukulembeze w'eggwanga yatutegeeza nti bwe yagenda mu nsiko emyaka 5 tekwali kwejalabya, teyalina mufaliso, teyalina ki. Kati n'agamba luno tulige ku lutalo.
Where do you stay before you started staying inside this market? Wali ovawa?
Nali nva Kiteezi.
Kiteezi, that is along off Gaza Road.
Yes.
The turn off from Perere.
Yes, sebo.
Kyali kizibu nnyo okubanga ove Kiteezi okujja wano.
Natambulamu ennaku 3. Nina bigere. Kuba nagondera amateeka g'omukulembeze, teri kulinnya booda, teri kuvuga mmotoka. Nayisibwa bubi nnyo. Tibwe nayisibwa obubi ennyo ate ng'omukulembeze amaze otutegeeza nti bw'ova wano n'odda awaka kuba ffe tukwata ku ssente osobola okutwala obulwadde awaka banno bonna n'obasaanyaawo. Nze ne nsalawo okubeera wano kuba nina akalagala kange ako. Kane nayo jjajja wange n'abantu nga 7 b'embeera nabo.
So how do they feel your absence?
Bakigumira kuba bwe nkolayo ssente ne nziteeka ku mobile money ne mbasindikira.
Okay, when you get money after selling your meat here, you send them the money. I also want to understand who stays here, because I've seen the name someone has made this here. Who stays here?
I'm the one who stays here.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is but we use the presidential what? Command in order that you must be here. It's not good to go back home. You can take Korea to your family. You stay here. If you get something, you just send on the bundle and they take to them. Oh, the border.
But Mutumo is very near to Bugolobi.
Yeah, I'm just quite Korea. It's the only place that God will stay here.
Okay.
Not the distance that is very far.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. These are some of the gentlemen who are operating from Bugolobi Market. This is one of his stores, and beside the store, that's where it's ready for him to stay around the market. This is Morning at NTV, Stephen Bide. On purpose, where to go. But you want to follow me and now taking you back to Andrew Chiamagero because it's right there in the studio and we'll be giving more of this quite a program here and keep it here. Have a good morning.
Thank you so much, Mbidi. That is quite a very, touching story. He spends the night in the butcher to make sure that you can get the meat. But again, on cutting the spread of COVID-19, that's great.